Welcome to SUPRS Live. This is the Super Modified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series, and we are live from Sandusky Speedway for the 12th Annual Terry Gibson Memorial. Welcome, everybody. I'm Bob Gamer. I'll be your host tonight on the SUPRS Broadcasting Network, and have got a big race tonight. Our second memorial race of our 2019-20 season, and an important one, as a matter of fact, because the winner of this one becomes a guaranteed starter for the Summit Classic 125. We've got a good field of race cars in here tonight. Time trials are over, and the Ohio partners, Team CPR, are going to be going away from the front row here tonight for the 12th Annual Terry Gibson Memorial at Sandusky Speedway. Sandusky Speedway, the North Coast home of the Super Modifieds. If you're turning in on Twitch and you've never seen a Super Modified race, well, we're going to show you what it's like to do it in the virtual world, but you can see the real things race this year at Sandusky Speedway. If you're in the northeast or northern part of Ohio, you can go watch them race with the International Super Modified Association High Milers Super Modified Nationals, a big 2-day show over there, part of the Super Modified Triple Crown. And great chance for you to go and get your feel for the ultimate short track race car. If you want to learn more about the mighty Super Modifieds, you need to go to supers.net, click the About tab, and then click Super Modified 101. You'll be able to learn more about that and give you a good idea about these rare and exotic ground pounding, radically offset, lightweight race cars that only race in a few places around the country, different pockets of the country, including in Ohio. You'll also be able to see the Midwest Super Modified Series competing at Sandusky Speedway this year, and as well as Lorain County Speedway. So if you're over there by the Cedar Point area or Cleveland area, you'll be able to see some real Super Modifieds. Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight for night number 2 of the Terry Gibson Memorial. Last night, we ran at Sandusky as well for the Terry Gibson Fast 50, and it was a pretty exciting show. Went right down to the wire, not for first place because that was a dominant run, but for third, fourth, and fifth. It was one heck of an event, and you can see all of the videos on our YouTube channel as well as our Twitch channel. And we want to tell you that last night's winner was a pretty happy one. Steady Steve Callahan out of Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, a regular crew member on a real Super Modified, was able to bring home the win in the 50-lapper. That made him a guaranteed starter for tonight's Terry Gibson Memorial. And he's been trying to win this race for quite some time now. He's one of the long-standing members of SUPRS going back to 2005, Super starting in 2004, and Steve's been with us since just about the beginning and has been trying to win this race since we've been running it, starting in 2009. So watch for the 55 tonight. He's going to be going away from the pole position and be starting inside of his teammate, Keith Put One On You Powell. Steve hasn't been able to run with us a lot this season because he's been working and buying a new house. So, you know what? Life gets in the way a lot of times. The Super Modified Sim Racing, and that's what we think it should be anyway. A whole lot more important things than racing online. Well, tonight, as we said, it's the Terry Gibson Memorial. Terry Gibson, part of one of the first families of Super Modified Racing, lost his life in a heat race crash for the Midwest Super Modified Association at Toledo Speedway in 2008. Terry was a staunch competitor throughout his life, as were his brothers and his father. 1968 track champion Todd Gibson at Oswego Speedway, also a Sandusky Speedway track champion. It's just one of those deals, folks. That's what we do here at SUPRS. We want to remember those that were lost in competition of the Super Modified division. We also want to help injured Super Modified drivers and their families. Any donation you make to the Super Modified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series goes to help injured Super Modified drivers through the Dion Parrish Memorial Benevolent Fund for Super Modifieds. Rest assured that every dime, penny, dollar that you spend donating to SUPRS goes to help drivers who are injured in a super modified crash. And as a matter of fact, SUPRS is able to donate over $1,000 to Ryan Gibson, Terry's son, for his college fund through a big cookout we had at Sandusky Speedway where we're racing tonight. So we just want to keep the Gibson family in our thoughts tonight as we race online. I want to remind you that you can learn more about real super modified racing and people like the Gibson family and Terry Gibson when you go to supers.net and click the About tab.